What is Pink Tantra, and how does it feel to practice it? Can it open us in such a way that we know for ourselves the beautiful source of our own mysterious beings and all existence? Hi, my name is Steele. I'm a writer, workshop leader, and teacher of a special kind of Tantra called Pink Tantra, or sitting in the pink lotus of divine love. I didn't invent this. We only discover what already is and what actually works. Perhaps I've contributed something to this process by uniting the essence of Qigong with the higher goal and purpose of yoga in order to make what has usually been kept part of a secret oral traditions of advanced practices more accessible to all who desire to manifest their higher spiritual reality in this world. I would like to share with you why I absolutely love this Pink Tantra practice. And I would love to share it with you simply and in just a few minutes, which is the greatest challenge, for by necessity I'll have to leave many things out which this practice does not do. For in harmony with the Tantric tradition, all aspects of myself are welcomed, all included, and all brought home into the harmonies of what I'll call the great love, the absolute unity of existence. But I'll do the best I can. I've had a passion for wholeness since I was 20 years old and was awoken from a deep sleep in the dark by the light of divine love. This instinct to include everything in the circle of love has led me through many explorations and discoveries in the major and some of the minor spiritualities of the East and West. For the last 25 years, especially, my journey has carried me into a nakedness of being, and I mean both inwardly, being stripped of the forms, even the stories of the religious traditions, but also outwardly. I began practicing what I call the essence of Qigong in the 60s, and I continued with this core practice as I ran naked in the mountains of southern France, Italy, Croatia, Greece, and even the wind-blown fields of Western Ireland. I longed for the inner and outer to be one, as I threw myself open again and again to kiss the naked sky with my naked heart, the trees and fields, rocks and seas with my soul. In 2004 and 2005, I lived alone for almost a year in a small cottage in the countryside of southern Sweden, and deepened my exploration of the harmony of the sexual instincts and sensations with the higher movement of divine love to melt open the soul and bring it into the divine ecstatic bliss of God in union, in limitless freedom, in love. This entered a new phase in January of 2012 when I discovered the teachings of advanced yoga practices, and most especially Siddhasana, or the perfect posture, and Kachari, the king of mudras. As this new phase of my journey unfolded, it was natural to integrate my long-held Qigong practice of opening my chakras and central subtle energy channels with slow, conscious movement, with the core practice of doing the same through pranayama. The results have been so beautiful that though I have spent most of my life seeking words to express the inexpressible in poetry and stories, I ran out of superlatives. I just kept writing in my diary, wow, wow, wow. I keep thinking it can't get any better, and it just got even better. What happens is you start taking daily, deep, super alive baths in the essence of innocent, divinely pure, pre-orgasmic sexual ecstasy, mingled with the wide open, spacious, healing, peaceful silence of your higher self. By higher self, I mean your true being, or divine Atman, or the Spirit of Christ in you, however you best relate to that part of us that lives forever in absolute light, peace, and limitless love. In this, heaven actually it kisses earth, and the actual earth of your physical body is kissing heaven in the bliss of divine love as your DNA is being rewritten and your cells start remembering how to sing. You might ask, if this is so ecstatically beautiful, how do you keep your balance? How do you escape from falling into some kind of addiction? This is always the danger of any kind of practice, that the lower self will identify with it and manipulate things to try and fulfill its hunger for love and control. The answer to that is that this lower nature is clearly seen for what it is in the light of the primal innocence of the ecstatic life force in our bodies that we're recovering. and the clear and clean Great Spirit that is washing us again and again with love. We then can choose to move beyond old identities and to creatively transform our relationship with the wounded and separated parts of our soul, welcoming them home into the lightness and freedom that our higher awareness recognizes as true and really, really loves. This is the heart of every genuine spiritual way, and there's no way around that. But in this way, I call Pink Tantra, or sitting in the pink lotus of divine bliss, we are so supported and satisfied with our baths in the union of spiritual and sexual ecstasy that embracing our darkness loses so much of the drama, and bringing everything home to the rivers of divine delight becomes our supreme joy. The aching tenderness of the essence of our sexual nature softens and opens us to be sweetly tender with every part of ourselves and thus with others. Which brings me to the subject of how this practice leads to the most amazing, intimate relationships. But that will have to wait for another time. So much love to you. God loves you way more than I ever could, but I send you a little stream of love right here and right now. Thank you.